Welcome to Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast.
All right, Johnny!
Jesse, and Taylor.
We got Taylor back. Taylor back to be a groupie to reminisce.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it so much the first time I just couldn't stop.
Exactly.
Oh, we are back. Episode 8.
Yes, Parks
Right.
and Pixie Dust, Season 4, Episode 8.
Yep.
Today we're talking about, I just recently went on a Disney World Bachelorette trip.
And when was this?
This was right at the beginning of May.
Okay.
So first weekend of May. Yeah, so I wanted to sort of kind of give some tips and tricks and some thoughts on Disney Bachelorette trip because, I think nowadays it's when you're a part of a wedding, gosh, it's just all so expensive,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, for me, obviously being a Disney adult, going on a Disney Bachelorette trip is totally my jam. But, when Steve and I got married, I just had my bachelorette party like a one-night thing. My sister hosted, and then we went out in like downtown Geneva. Like I didn't do any destination thing.
Let's just go get food face for a night. That's big.
Yes, we went out to dinner, and it was really great. I felt a guilt. I didn't want people to have to spend too much money, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. I mean, you have to know your bridal party, your friends. Like, if they're willing to spend the money, then go for sure. But I think it's just nowadays, in general, the cost of living is getting so expensive. Trips are getting expensive. But like I said, for me as a Disney adult, going on a bachelor trip at Disney World was so much fun. Yeah. So I'll just kind of tell you guys the gist of our trip. We did stay on property, and it was a small group. So it was the bride and her mom, and then me and another girl. And then, so the other girl and I roomed together, and we were able to stay on property.
Where'd you stay?
We stayed at Old Key West, which is very nice.
Was that your first time visiting there?
Yes. It's very similar vibes to like Saratoga Springs. So you enter your hotel room from outside.
Okay.
It's actually such a pretty resort. Like the buildings are very pastel painted. It's really pretty. I think my only complaint about that resort is that when you're entering your room from outside, there's like lizards everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Florida.
Yeah, so that kind of freaked me out because you're like waiting for a lizard to like run away so you can get in your room without a lizard following you.
Quick side story before we continue.
It's time for a quick story with John.
When my parents and we stayed at the boardwalk.
Yeah.
No, those are not, you don't enter from the outside.
Okay.
We had a lizard in our room.
In your room?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he was kind of scared. And,
Yeah.
like, blending in a little bit, so
Okay.
he was gray.
Okay.
But when I took him out, then he started like showing his green.
Oh, is this like a chameleon type?
It was like
Wait, how did you get him out?
I got a cup, and he was kind of crawling up the window curtain, and I kind of just placed him in the cup, and then I let him fly outside of the balcony.
Oh my
I let
God.
him fly? You mean you threw him?
I gently
It's a
tossed
lizard. They
him.
don't fly.
He looked like he was having a blast.
I mean, were you freaked out or no?
I thought it was kind of cool.
Okay, see, I would have been,
Yeah.
I would have been calling the front desk like, "Give me a new room." I'm freaked out.
God, no. Lizard. I think lizards are cool.
Yeah.
I'll let you get back to the story, but like the worst thing I ever happened at a hotel is
Yeah.
I volunteered for a week at an animal sanctuary in Thailand.
Holy.
Yeah, it was awesome. But like the bathrooms, we're in the mountains. We have like the nets around our bed and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
yeah.
bugs. But like you got to go to the bathroom, which is like outside in
Yeah.
like, the center area, just covered with bugs.
Oh.
Like, all the tile, they would just stick to them. It was just the worst.
Oh no,
God.
that's
Yeah.
another.
And that was a hover
level.
situation. I never sat down. So,
Yeah, gross. Yikes.
anyways, back to Disney.
That was your quick story with John. Only here on Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So definitely, I mean, it was a fun trip. There was some, blips in the road for sure with the trip, but I would just say, if you're going to plan a Disney Bachelorette, I would keep it a small group. That would be like my first advice. So that's one thing that was really great about this trip is it was just essentially the bride and then her mom part of the time and then us two girls. And it was really great because when it's a smaller group, obviously it's less personalities. It's easier to make plans.
Yeah.
And to do things.
And with Disney now, you got to make all those plans.
Yes.
It's very planned forward.
Gotta think ahead. Yeah.
Yes. And, obviously, like, it's kind of, I think you have to kind of know your audience. I mean, I'm pregnant, but I am so willing to do whatever. I mean, I obviously can't get on the roller coasters right now, but and the bride doesn't really do the big rides. So that was fine. If the bride was like super into the big rides and I wasn't pregnant, we probably would have all been running to do those things. But the thing that I needed to remember is it was sort of a different trip because the bride, my dear friend, like she does photography on the side. She loves photos. So she had booked, you can do a private photo shoot.
Okay.
Which is, I can't remember what it's called. It's like you buy the Memory Maker photo package, which I think she bought, but then maybe it's called Capture the Magic or something.
So it is through Disney and not like a third party.
Right.
Person
so
that
you
you
go meet them. It was like right in Liberty Square, a photo spot right there.
Okay.
And you schedule the photo shoot and you get private photographers for like a half hour. It's like $50. So which to me is
that's
really
not
not that
expensive
bad.
at all.
Yeah. So the bride really wanted to do that, which was cool. So like we got a bunch of photos of us in front of the castle and stuff like that. And then we were going to go on Main Street to finish up because you could have like a little sign in the photo. So she wanted like a cute like hashtag, for the wedding, whatever. So unfortunately that day, we were walking on Main Street and her mom fell.
Oh.
And her mom is 73, so she fell and she's on blood thinners. So long story short, we were all in the ER for like 3 hours. So that really put kind of a damper on the day.
Yeah.
But then once the mom was released, she stayed back and then the three of us girls went back to the park. And then we were able to get some rides done and stuff like that. And Disney was actually very accommodating with rescheduling things. And then they gave us a park hopper for the next day because day 1 was Magic Kingdom and then day 2 was Epcot. So another thing I would advise is if you're going to do a Bachelorette trip, I would do more than 2 days, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, I think that if you're going to spend that much money, what's one more day? Honest to God.
Oh,
Like,
in my opinion, just like if you're gonna do Disney World or Disneyland in general, just do more than 2 days.
Just do
yes.
it all.
yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, just do whatever you can.
Yes.
Yeah, like 3 or 4. I mean, yeah,
Yes.
it's expensive, but like one day of full park, and then you do like a half day and have to drive or go on a flight.
Yes.
That's not enough.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Spend some time at the
that would
pool,
be a
you
thing
know?
I would change is I would have done maybe a third day to try to get more done because I mean John you know when you and I do Disney we're up at 6:37 we're trying to get virtual queue or lightning lane and leisure Disney is not in our vocabulary.
No.
And this was more of a leisure trip. It's a bachelorette trip. It was kind of the bride doesn't do big rides, which was fine for me because I'm pregnant. But we didn't get a ton done.
Yeah.
And it was just a different kind of trip. But I think there's things, if you're going to plan a bachelorette trip, you have to kind of know your bridal party of what are people willing to pay. It is expensive to get into the park. It's, probably about $150 in general for each park day.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if you want to do a lot of rides, you're paying for then the lightning lane, which is like an additional maybe $30. It's a lot. It adds up, and then we stayed on property. Luckily, where we stayed was not too expensive and it was a very nice resort because when you're on property, obviously there's the perks of the free transportation to and from. However, depending on your wedding party, etc., I would maybe suggest staying either at a Good Neighbor hotel or an Airbnb. When Steve and I took Natalie, we stayed at the Drury. We did 3 park days with her, and our entire trip of park days and hotel was $2,000.
Yeah.
That doesn't include airfare, but like that's really not bad.
Yeah, no, for Disney for 3 days, yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
And that is still like on the Disney property, and that's a Good Neighbor hotel, so you
Yep.
still get those perks
Oh, okay.
Yep.
of staying at a Disney resort. That's
Yes.
the good thing with a Good Neighbor hotel.
Yes. So it's kind of weighing the options of like, okay, we all know Disney's expensive. Like it's just, it is what it is. Obviously, it's an amazing time. So if you have a wedding party that's super into it, like somebody like me, of course, I want to go. But thinking about that, I would just say, if you're going to plan your trip, consider maybe what's more important to you. Do you want to have, because if you're not going to be in the room very much, then it might be worth it to stay at a Good Neighbor or stay at an Airbnb and then maybe rent a car or so, thinking about those costs.
But yeah,
So
no,
that
that-
was
yeah.
frustrating because, again, I'm a hardcore Disney goer and leisure Disney is not in my vocabulary, but with a Disney Bachelorette, you have to think about like, okay, it's the bride's trip, which is totally fine.
Yep.
But I would just say, what is the goal? Like to go to Disney, what are you trying to get done?
Right.
And this trip, I mean, it's important to the bride. She wanted to get, good photos, which was just fine, and then we had some really good food. The Magic Kingdom day, we went to somewhere in Fantasyland, and we had because we're always following the Disney food blog and different cool snacks. So we did get mac and cheese, empanadas, and some cool different types of foods.
Yeah.
I think that night we just got dinner at Pecos Bill, because then we had lightning lanes like Pirates, Haunted Mansion, and Peter Pan.
Yeah.
So we were able to get on those good rides. So we just did a quick service dinner. But then the next day, because we were held up at the ER, we ended up going back to Magic Kingdom
To do the pictures?
to finish up the photo shoot. So we kind of essentially had a second photo shoot.
And this is after she fell.
Yeah. So the mom did not join us for day 2.
Okay.
She ended up joining us later for dinner at Epcot, but day 2, it was just the 3 of us girls, which was better because we could get more done. So we did end up going on Small World, and then we got Dole Whips. But again, the bride isn't a rope drop person. So, if I was the bride, I would say, I'm sorry, but we're going to be there at 8 a.m. when they open.
Or, if some of your party doesn't want to be there, you'll be like, I'll see you in the park. I'm getting there at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's just the thing, is it's when you're paying that much money, I think my biggest advice for people is, if you want to go to Disney, that's wonderful, but you got to get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're saying leisure. So I'm a Disney adult in the sense that I love Disney movies.
Yeah.
I've not gone to the park as nearly as much as John.
You have to go.
And just, I know it's up there, but
go.
I don't think leisure Disney should be a thing. If it is, you're not a place of privilege, just because some people save up all year to go to
Yes.
Disney.
Yeah.
And make it a magical experience for their kids, or just
Yes.
relive their childhood. You want to get as much out of it as you can, but if you're forcing people to spend that much money to go to Disney, and then you're lagging behind, or not doing everything you can, or not being a rope drop person, getting there at noon, it's cool, I just paid, I don't know how much a ticket costs, $300 for a half day of Disney.
Yep.
When I could have got there at 8, paid the same amount, but got 4 more hours to go.
And by that time that you get there at noon or 11 or 1 or even 10, lines start picking up.
Wazoo,
people just coming in.
Well, and that's
Not
the
letting
thing
go.
too with rope dropping. As much as I'm not a huge early morning person, I am when it comes to Disney, because most of the crowd is not there right at rope drop.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a crowd, but people are not filtering in till 11 or noon. So then you're able to run to Space Mountain and get that big ride done without an hour plus wait. So that's the thing.
Or paying extra to hit it up later.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Also, I'm not a morning person either, but if I'm paying that much money,
Yes.
then yeah, I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, but that was the thing. The bride is not a big ride person. We did some of the smaller rides that are classics. We did Haunted Mansion, we did Pirates, which is great. And then of day 2, we ended up, she wanted us to go back to the hotel and change, and she wanted us to all wear black. And then we all went to dinner, and we went to dinner at Akershus, which is in the Norway Pavilion at Epcot.
Oh, yeah.
And it's princess dining.
Ooh.
Really cool. Really cool. And actually the food was very good.
Hey, if food's involved, I'm happy about it.
Yeah. So let me say, because when we took Natalie in February, we did a breakfast at the Akershus, and Natalie loved it. Natalie doesn't know who all the princesses are, but she really enjoyed it. She did so well with the characters. I have to say their breakfast was really good. It's served family style.
Okay.
And you can just keep getting more of stuff. And then we did the dinner for this Bachelorette trip. I was very pleasantly surprised. It was very good. They had a variety of salmon and chicken and
that sounds-
yeah.
That was a
salmon.
genuine ooh.
And mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. It was, and veggies. It was quite good. So because I'm a part of on Facebook a Walt Disney tips and tricks group or something, and I had asked when we were taking Natalie, I said, what do you guys recommend? Akershus for breakfast or lunch or dinner? And most people said breakfast. So that's what we ended up doing on our last day with Natalie. But then for this Bachelorette trip, we did it for dinner. And I was actually quite pleasantly surprised. I thought it was very good for dinner. So I think you can't go wrong whatever you decide to do. I wouldn't say one was necessarily better over the other.
Okay. That's a good positive feedback.
Yeah. So it's a nice dining because the Norway is where like all the frozen stuff is.
Yeah.
And right there you can meet all the princesses basically.
I was just about to ask if it was like the princesses showed up and stuff.
Yeah, so Cinderella wasn't there that time, but I know it sometimes changes because that time for the dinner, I finally got to meet Tiana. I'd never met Tiana before because she wasn't at the breakfast for Natalie. So it was really cool.
Yeah.
So we had like Belle, Rapunzel, Tiana, Sleeping Beauty. I can't remember if we had Snow White for the dinner, but for the breakfast, we had Snow White.
Okay.
Ariel. Did I say Ariel? I can't remember. But so, most of the classic princesses. So it's a really awesome opportunity for most of the princesses to come around and see you. And then also in that Norway pavilion is a meet and greet for Elsa and Anna that you can wait in line for. So that's a good area to have that opportunity for the princesses if you have a daughter who's into that or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Like I was talking earlier before off mic or whatever, but how Natalie's going to have to realize at some point how lucky she is to have a Disney adult for a parent.
Yes.
And a lot of kids don't get this sort of thing.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm assuming she's going to go back many more times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. And, we want to take her to Disneyland, too, because Disneyland's so great.
Disneyland's amazing.
I've only been to Disney World. I haven't been to Disneyland. But
Disneyland, I always describe it as the Cliff Note version
Yeah.
of Disney World. And it's got, like, most of the best things about Disney World.
It's very charming.
plus
Yeah.
Marvel. Isn't that one?
What's it?
Don't they have Marvel over there? Or is that
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the Avengers stuff.
Yes, it's really cool. Yeah. But yeah, so then after that, the bride wanted to make, this was a really cool souvenir idea, is that you can go to the France Pavilion and there's a store where you can buy a perfume
Okay.
and have your perfume bottle engraved with something. So she wanted that for her wedding perfume. So she had the Cinderella carriage engraved with her wedding date on her perfume bottle.
Oh, nice.
So she ordered it, and sometimes, I think depending on the time of day, they will do it in front of you. She ended up ordering it and had it done, and then it was shipped to her.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so that was kind of the rest of the night. Like we were trying to make a lightning lane for Soren, but we didn't make it. So we didn't really get anything done ride-wise. But then we went to the shops, and of course, you know me, I shop a lot. And then the next day, we did a brunch at Old Key West Hotel. There was I can't remember the name of it right now. It was a brunch place right there. And then kind of packed up, and then we took a Mears, the bus transportation to the airport, and that was kind of the rest of the trip. So like I said, it was a very short trip, but of my tips, I would just say definitely keep it a smaller party, which I think is really good, and extend it a little longer.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. And stay on property, stay off property, whatever's easiest. Because, like even if you do stay off property, if you don't want to rent a car, there's always Ubers and Lyfts everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think also just like come with a plan, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, if you're spending that much money, make sure everybody's aligned with like the itinerary, I guess. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Accidents do happen, which is unfortunate, but it just sounds like stuff happened, but it could have been planned a little bit better. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, everybody's a morning person. I'm not.
Right.
But if you're making me pay $300 a day, I'm going to be there right when it opens.
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, for me, it was kind of the perfect trip for me because I was pregnant. I couldn't do much anyway.
Yeah.
But I loved the ambiance of, being there in general. Oh, and then I got to meet our other friend Amanda, who was there with her family.
Yeah.
So we FaceTimed John. So that was
nice.
really fun to finally run
That's
into
right.
her.
We could not hear anything because we were at Joe's.
Oh,
yeah.
Of course.
So they're screaming at us. We're screaming at them.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't know what was said.
That was so fun to finally meet up with her in person.
Yeah, that's right. That was the first time.
Yes. And then met her husband, Noah, and then Scarlett was asleep in her stroller. But I got to see her, but she was sleeping, and she was so cute. That is a mini Amanda. So funny.
Is she like an online friend you guys have?
Yeah, he met her. They were friends, and then
she was the one who got married.
Oh.
Yeah.
A couple years
Yeah.
ago.
Okay.
And then we've had her on as a guest, a couple times on our podcast.
Yeah, for a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Which my mom loves listening to those episodes.
Yes. And then she's a travel agent.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she booked our trip when we took Natalie.
Oh, that's super
So
cool.
she's kind of our go-to now for stuff,
Good
But
friend
she
to
lives
have.
in Vegas. Yeah.
Especially if she's also a Disney adult, so she knows exactly what you want.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she's great.
Yeah, she knows her stuff.
Actually, my only other question though for the bride or the Bachelorette,
Yeah.
she was also a Disney adult too.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it wasn't like her first rodeo.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah. No, she's done, and we've had her on as a guest. 'Cause she's done some of the Disney Run events,
Oh.
which I think is so cool.
What are those by chance?
Yeah, so that Disney offers different events to do like 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathons.
Damn.
And so actually, I don't know if I told you this, our friends Ashley and her husband Andrew, they're going right at the beginning of March of 2026, and they're doing the Disney Princess Half Marathon.
Oh, nice.
I was like, damn, I want to go because after I have him, like I kind of would like to get back into running. I don't want to do a half marathon. I would do like a 5K would be like my first goal.
Yeah.
But I think to do a Disney Run event would
That'd
be
be
so
cool.
much
Yeah.
fun.
Me personally, I would try the 20-foot run.
Yeah. My favorite thing that
Yeah.
about breaking my foot last year is now I have a very decent excuse to be like, no, I can't do that 5K. I broke my foot.
Yep. There you go.
It doesn't work no more.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
like these run events, you can I think run through the parks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like these are taking place early in the morning.
Yes, very early.
assumed as much.
yeah.
It's like
And then
before the
also,
park's
like-
open sort of thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like some backstage areas, and they have very rare characters kind of placed, and
That's
you can
cool.
come up and get pictures with them, and
That's
Wow,
so cool.
breathing heavy and sweating.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's why I want to take a picture with Woody. As I'm dripping sweat and just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Woody's
Can I
probably
get a-
sweating
can I
as
get a
much,
selfie?
too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. But yeah, so I was like, oh man, I would love to join them for that. I just don't know if we're going to be able to make that work. But
Yeah,
I think it'd be so fun to do the Princess 5K because then I dress up like a princess and
yeah, just
Yeah.
run in high heels would be great.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But actually, I've seen, because I'm a crazy with the shopping. Of course, Disney just came out with some like tennis dresses, like athletic dresses
Yeah.
that are Disney princess themed.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm like, take my money.
see, that's the thing. They always get you with the new merch.
Yes, they do.
really do.
They're using the nostalgia just like last episode.
Yep.
They're like, oh, these adults have money now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not quite, but
A
yeah.
little.
I like to think I
More than
do.
we did when we were 12, at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think, a Disney Bachelorette or Bachelor trip could be so awesome. I definitely would try to extend it a little longer than maybe what I was able to do. But to make it a little more cost effective, think about maybe an Airbnb or renting a house if it's a big enough party.
Yeah.
And you can do Ubers and stuff, or you could rent a car
Yeah.
out there, and that would make it a little more cost efficient. Again, the perk about staying on property is obviously you get their free Disney transportation.
Yeah.
The buses are really convenient, are great. The only thing is you're kind of at the mercy of like the buses sometimes run every like 10 to 20 minutes. So sometimes that can get frustrating
Yeah, if
to
you miss
wait.
one.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like CTA here.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right. One thing that's nice is like obviously if you stay at a resort that's either on the Skyliner or the monorail line, that makes it more convenient because that's running
Yeah.
pretty fast as well.
But also much more expensive.
Right, because those hotels are like of higher values, so
Yeah.
then they're more expensive. That's the only thing. But, Disney in general is just expensive. It's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
pricey trip. And I think, it's a lot of people like to do a destination bachelor or bachelorette party, but kind of gauge your wedding party and your guests of what they're willing to pay,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, because it's a lot. Like I have a client who was telling me that one of her friends is having like a bachelor party like in Cabo, Mexico. And I'm like, oh my God, that's just a lot. Like to ask for people to spend all that money to go.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing with like destination weddings too.
Oh, yeah. If it's a destination wedding, I'm not even going to give them a gift. I'm like, me flying here is the gift.
Yes.
Like, I had to pay $1,000 to go to Mexico.
Right.
I'm not giving you anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, it's just, things are just so expensive. But yeah, it was a good trip, just a different kind of trip. I think if
Yeah.
you're going to try to get a lot of things done, do it a little differently. Don't plan on that necessarily being a bachelorette trip,
Yeah.
so.
It's just always nice going back to Disney.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go.
Yeah.
Now that
You
I-
do.
I don't think I've been back since I was like 12 years old. So.
Do you like roller coasters and stuff,
Oh, I love
big
them,
rides?
yeah.
You'd love Universal though too.
Oh yeah,
That's the
all of
bomb.
them. Like, and plus, like, I'm not saying I'd be super into it, but like I would love to go like get pictures with my favorite Disney characters.
Oh,
every now and then.
yeah.
Like,
They're super fun.
Yeah, it's just like
That's fun.
It's cool, just fun. I know it's a dude just in a suit, but
Yeah.
But that's the magic of
Well,
it.
like when we
that's-
went,
Yeah.
we met with
Yeah.
so formal.
Yeah.
We
sat down.
Goofy and
we
Minnie.
sat down and had an interview and
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that'd be cool.
But we
We,
saw
uh,
Goofy and Minnie
yeah, I
and
got
stuff.
pictures with Goofy.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And
you guys
I-
need to bring the show down to Disney World and get an actual podcast. Like, hey, here's Mickey.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh no, she got her picture with Snow White,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
and she was asking where the prince was
Before
Yeah.
Snow White got ruined. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I was kind of buzzed. I'm like, is your prince nice to you?
Well, also, like, speaking of that, I think I've talked to John about this when we were at our local dive bar. Where
Yeah.
we met and became friends. How rewarding must it be to be like a Disney princess and like hugging these little girls who are like, oh my god, it's Cinderella
Yep.
or Elsa or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that must be such a rewarding job.
Yes. So
Besides
fun.
the creepy dads they probably have to deal with, but the
Yes.
That'd
Yeah.
Yes.
be so nice.
I actually think it would be such a blast to play a villain.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
would be one of my dream. Like I would love to play Snow White's the queen.
Yeah, because they have fun with her.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I've
Because you
seen,
got to
like-
get all in the character. And,
Yeah, I've seen
Yep.
the ones where it's like, I think this is in Disneyland, but like Megatron. He has
Oh.
he actually has like a voice box that like,
Oh,
the guy, it
Universal, yeah.
modulates it and everything.
Yes.
So you can make jokes about people.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
that seems fun.
So much fun. Yes.
yeah, and then like the stormtroopers walking around,
Yes.
and they come in through to the bar too and walk.
I got a
around there.
picture in Oga's with one.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
awesome.
Kylo Ren walking around being a Bob Saget.
Yes.
Mhm.
See, Kylo's my boy.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I have a massive crush on Kylo.
yeah. Even if it's not Adam Driver
Yeah.
behind the mask at Disney, he's just like Kylo.
Oh, Kylo.
Oh man, I'm more of a Lord of the Rings guy. I remember I went to the
Yeah.
Renaissance Fair and
Oh, yeah.
they
Oh, I
have
love
swords
it,
and
yeah.
stuff out, and there was a Master Sword from Zelda.
Yeah.
It was like identical to the game, and I opened it. Like my friend has a video of it, even It'd be like my face exploding with excitement, and then I'm like, "How much is it?" And I was like, "If it's 150 or below, I'm gonna buy it." They're
Yep.
like 200. I'm like, "Gosh darn!"
Yep. Yep. I know.
And I sync the back up.
Ah. But it's fun to get those souvenirs, like making a lightsaber.
Oh, I
getting
really
some-
want to
you know,
do that. Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So
Do
fun.
that, make a droid.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
droid, yeah.
it's called like B8 or something.
BB-8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have we'll show you in the, what used to be our office, it's going to be baby boy's room. We already have Star Wars decor up.
Yep.
And so Steve and I made his and hers droids. So he made an R2-D2 and I made a BB-8, but mine's like purple.
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool.
So it was cool. So
They also have the lightsabers too.
yeah, we'll show you.
And your
Yeah.
son's gonna be Nick, so it's gonna be Anakin.
Yeah. Yeah. And Nicken. I like that. I like that.
There it is.
Love it. Well, anyways, so this was a fun episode, but I think that's all I've got in
Yeah,
terms of Bachelorette.
Yeah,
So-
very insightful. Like definitely.
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
Challenges.
And we'll have to have you talk about once you go to Epic Universe too,
Yeah.
because you're going to be going in the fall.
September.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah. Epic, and then Horror Nights.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yep.
Good
Yeah, I'm
fall
excited
episode.
for that, to do some spooky season episodes, because I was like, when you've talked about the haunted houses and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Is Kari on board with that?
Yep.
She better be. Come on, Kari.
Jeez.
That was really convincing.
Yep. She's gonna be.
Yep. Oh, that'll be so much fun. Oh
That'll
my
be
God.
fun. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, Taylor, thanks again
Yeah,
for
thanks.
being a part of this.
Anytime. guys.
Yes.
Definitely coming back.
Woo!
Whether
We're having
like
you
it or
back.
not.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate all your support. Please leave us a review and/or rating on your favorite podcast platform.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook under Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast. We are also on Twitter and TikTok under Parks and Pixie Dust. Give us a follow and stay tuned for lots of updates.
And you can also email us at parksandpixiedustpodcast@gmail.com.
Our episodes are released bi-monthly on Wednesdays.